With grip of death, we have yet another progression on a yellow belt technique. This is against, again, another choke or lock, being a side headlock, often confused for the one that we do on the grasp. So in the grasp, as we've seen before, the grasp of death rather, as we've seen before, we are being pulled forward, as I've said in the past. So the idea here is that we stabilize and we pinch to take that weight up. The way I've seen it written for grip of death is grip of death actually pulls you around more. So it's more that bulldog idea that if I'm grabbing you and I'm stepping, I'm pulling you in tight from here, which is why we don't have the opportunity to get our hand in for that grab around the hand. It would give us more air or anything else like that. And why our hand is not trailing so much down low to be able to do, what we need to do as we did in the grasp. So we are being pulled around a little bit more. So here, of course, our step will be more exaggerated as we step in. We're still going to start, for ideal purposes, from that kind of steady stance here, or ready stance, whichever you want to call it. Again, I would treat this potentially as another sucker punch at that stage where I'm hit and then I'm being pulled forward, okay? So again, in this case, we'll start from here. We're going to take a step in, and that is obviously to stop us from going to the ground. The idea here is we're trying to stabilize, and at the same time then we are going to hit a hammer strike to the groin and a hammer strike to the kidney, so the body being in the middle of us here as well. That likewise would have hopefully a similar effect to the grasp. By not hitting him in the groin only, he's not bending over and pulling us down further. By not hitting him in the back only, he's not stretching us up in some weird contorted manner that could damage us. But we're actually kind of neutralizing that force as well. So when we hit, by hitting both sides, we kind of get that settle moment again that we look for with our depth checks, for example. So when we step in, we've got our double hammers here. We're going to reach over, ideally grabbing the front of the scalp, and we're going to pull back. As we pull back, we're going to make sure that our elbow is not going back this way, like we're trying to draw a bow, very poorly in this case. We are going to pull down along the spine with our elbow, and this will lead to a compression. What we also have potentially is our knees here as a brace as well, if it's on the back of their leg. We're not always searching for that, but you can do it that way. Again, when you pull back by compressing down, you're getting the person to sit down on their weight and not so much fall backwards and pull you with them. So again, you're putting pressure on them by compressing the spine here through the head and then down to the ground. Once we do this, we're going to rotate through and we're going to hit our palm strike in the face from here. So again, this would be my hit going through on this line from here. Okay, we can obviously then cross out in the opposite direction to where we sent that person. So again, we're going to step in, taking it either from here or, as I said, from a sucker where I like to take it from. We hit our shot here. We're going to grab, we're going to pull that down along the spine, and we are going to palm strike in the face from here. Going to a forward bow and pushing that person back away from us as well with that strike.